Whoa! Hey! I have a question for you. Can you tell me what this apple, this measuring tape, this shoe, whoa, stinks. What do these three things have in common? Let's talk about it. Come on!
The Huckbuck Barrel.
You're the captain of today's episode, B. Fair Share Publishing. You're welcome aboard.
Whoa, welcome back to the Huckbuck Barrel. My name's Jay, and it's so good to see you. I'm so excited. Today, we want to figure out what the blue shoe, the red apple, and the yellow measuring tape have in common. What do you think it is? Ooh, we can eat them? Are you sure? Ugh. No, we can't eat them, but they all have color. That's right. So if we think about a red apple, a yellow measuring tape, and a blue shoe, those three colors, red, yellow, blue, are all primary colors. Yeah, oh, good for you. But what's a primary color? Primary colors are colors that when you mix them together, they can make any other color. And not only that, no other color can be mixed to make a primary color. And that's pretty cool. And so if we think about anything outside or anything that we've seen that's really colorful, what comes to mind? A rainbow. Good thinking. Okay. But I feel like a rainbow has more colors than just red, yellow, and blue. Let's take a look. Come here. Turned out the lights. Well, almost all of them. And now we need a glass of water, a piece of white paper, and a flashlight. So, here's what we're going to do. As we bring our flashlight closer to the cup, we're going to start to see some colors. Yeah. What does that look like to you? Yeah, it kind of looks like a rainbow. And so that is light bending through the water. And when you see a rainbow outside, it's the same thing. It's light bending through water. You'll get to see the spectrum of colors, which is actually a spectrum of light. And it creates a rainbow. How cool is that? Whoa, that was so cool. We got to make our own rainbow. Yeah, so when light passes through water, it can make a rainbow. And that's why after it rains, if the sun can come out, you're gonna see a rainbow in the sky. Yeah. But what colors are in a rainbow? Okay, we think that there could be red, there could be yellow, and there could be blue. The three primary colors. But there's gotta be more. So why don't we try to figure this out? And maybe there's a way that we can remember all the colors. Let's check it out. Come on. Okay, so we have some paper and we gotta figure out what's in a rainbow. Okay, so let's start with some curvy things like this. Maybe that's it's kind of a cool cloud. Maybe we'll do another one, just like a line, a curvy line. Change the direction. It's kind of like a big poof. Yeah, cool. Now we'll do a big arch connecting the two clouds. Yeah, and then we're gonna do a few more. It's okay if... It broke! That's okay. It's okay if it's not perfect too. In fact, that's what makes art so special, is that it's not perfect, as long as you're having fun. Yeah, does that look like a rainbow? Yeah, kinda. But there's no color, so we need color. What do you think is at the very top? I'll give you a hint. It's the color of my sweater. Red! Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna color in the top one. This red color. And it's okay if you go outside the line. You know, a good friend of mine, Bob, once said, there are no mistakes, only happy little accidents, as long as you're having fun. So we have red. What do you think comes after red? What about orange? Yeah, so let's color in some orange. Okay, so we have red, orange. We're gonna do this color. What color do you think this is? Yeah, yellow. All right, we'll do lots of yellow. Oh yeah, like yellow bananas or yellow lemons. All right, so we have red, a primary color, orange, yellow, another primary color, and we could say that it's red, orange, yellow. Next is gonna be, what color is this? Yeah, green. Just color that in. Oh, I'm having so much fun. And don't worry about making it perfect again. It's about having fun. Okay, so we have red, orange, yellow, green. All right, what's next? I don't know. Maybe, what about blue? And blue is the other primary color. Yeah! All right, next one is a tricky one, and I don't have a good version of this, but we're gonna use this and say that this, violet. Yeah, and so violet is really kind of a purplish blue. Yeah, so when you think of violet, I know a lot of people think it's purple, but it's kind of a purplish blue. You know, roses are red, violets are blue. And did you guess what our last color is? I might have said it. Sorry. You got it. It's purple. But not what we're gonna call this violet, actually. Now, how about that for an awesome rainbow? Yeah. Amazing. Whoa, yes. That is such a great way to remember. It's ROYGBIV, or ROYGBIV. You're gonna hear your teachers talking about that, but ROYGBIV is an easy way to kind of remember what colors are in a rainbow. Yeah, and that's pretty exciting. Ooh, maybe if more water comes out, a rainbow! Yeah! All right, well, let's get hooked on a rainbow book then. You know what? I think I'm starting to get used to this. This is pretty easy. Because I get the books really quick. Look at this. This one is called A Pocket Full of Rainbows. And this was written by Joanne Lecuyer, illustrated by Anna Santos. Let's get hooked on a book. Come on. This is A Pocket Full of Rainbows.
Now, where's that rainbow?
Maddie asked, looking up at the sky between the rain clouds.
There it is.
Maddie grinned.
It's beautiful.
Rainbows make people smile, Maddie thought. They make me smile, but they only come out after the rain. What if we could have rainbows every day? Maddie thought, I have an idea. Maddie ran into the house and pulled off her wet coat and boots. She climbed the stairs to her room as fast as she could in her stocking feet. She opened her special treasure chest and pulled out some paper and crayons. Maddie drew and colored rainbow after rainbow until each sheet of paper was full.
Now I need my scissors so I can cut the rainbows out.
Maddie folded each one and tucked them all in her pockets. Maddie gave her first rainbow to her mom, who was sad that Grandma had to move into a nursing home.
You're so thoughtful.
Her mom said. Maddie pulled on her boots and went to the backyard to find her brother Jimmy, who was playing in his tree fort. She gave him a rainbow because she knew he was shy and didn't have many friends at school. The next day in her math class, Maddie gave a rainbow to her teacher, Miss Roxanne.
Thank you, Maddie.
Her teacher said with a huge smile.
I'm going to stick it on the window so that everyone in the class and I can enjoy it.
During recess, Maddie gave a rainbow and a hug to her best friend, Kathy, for helping her with her math homework. All day, Maddie handed out rainbows to kids in the schoolyard and in her classes. Some looked at her puzzled, but most smiled and thanked her. At the end of the day, Maddie checked her pockets. There were no more rainbows left. She felt a little sad that she had run out. On her way home, the sky was gray and cloudy, and it started to rain hard. Maddie was cold and miserable.
Why so glum, Maddie?
Her dad asked.
It rained all afternoon and all the way home. I gave out all my rainbows today, and I didn't get to see a real one.
You know, there will always be another rainbow, right?
Her father replied.
I know.
Maddie sighed. Maddie's dad peeked out the window and saw a part of a rainbow appearing.
Maddie, honey, come into the living room for a minute.
He called out.
Okay.
Maddie huffed as she turned to come back down the stairs. As Maddie reached the window, she saw a huge rainbow, and then another appeared just over it.
Since you gave all your paper rainbows away today, Mother Nature is giving you a bonus of 2 rainbows.
Her dad grinned. Maddie giggled and smiled. Maddie was so thankful that Mother Nature had created the rain and rainbows. From that day forward, she decided to keep a pocket full of rainbows to give to others to make them smile in between the rainy days. That was such an amazing story. What was your favorite part? That was a good part, yeah. My favorite part was at the very end, they saw 2 rainbows, yeah. Double rainbow all the way. That was amazing. All right, so let's put this on the hookbook stand. Yeah, good remembering. Ta-da! Well, I hope you had a great time. I hope you learned some cool things. We got to learn about all the colors of the rainbow, and we got to learn about primary colors too. Maybe we'll get to talk about secondary colors sometime soon. But for now, that's it. I hope you had fun. I hope you got to learn something new. And please don't ever forget that we are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. And we can't wait to see what you bring to this world. But as always, you gotta dream. Is it this big? No, you gotta dream bigger than big. That's like bigger than this. My hands are even out of the camera. Wow. Bigger than big. And you have to work harder than hard. And we'll see you next time. Catch you later. Where did my lunch go? Oh. Ha-ha! Hey, there it is. Hey, did you happen to see this banana? Kind of a cheeky banana. In the episode somewhere? Yeah, it might have been laying around. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing on my head. But anyway, see if you can find it. Catch you later.